I've been a professional tarot reader for about 2 years, and this is embarrassing, but there are still times when I'm momentarily tripped up in a reading trying to figure out what the card combinations mean. This is why, even though it's controversial, if you want to learn how to read tarot quickly, I recommend starting out with your intuition. First, pick a deck that you resonate with and that the pictures seem to speak to you and tell a story. I am going to emphasize tell a story because this deck right here, the Mystical Forest, has beautiful pictures. However, I would say that if I started with that deck, reading intuitively would have been very hard because most of the cards, I think it's all of the cards except for the major arcana, are just animals. And it's not always telling so much of the story as something like the Light Seers, where you can see a lot going on in just this one picture, right? She's walking away from something, but is she walking towards something? The reason that I would get stuck in readings and still sometimes do have to take a pause and listen to my intuition is because I know what the cards are meant to mean. But sometimes when I'm stuck on this is what the card means, I miss the whole story. And so I go back to my roots of learning tarot, learning how to read intuitively, and start telling the story from that perspective by looking at the pictures and seeing what is the progression here, what's going on here. Usually the message is going to resonate with the person that I'm reading for. Very rarely when I stick to my intuition do I even have people questioning the message that's coming through. But if I don't check in with my intuition, that's when there's usually more questions because I'm not telling the full story at the start. So start with your intuition and then check in with yourself. I would even record the readings or write them down, listen to it back, and see how close it is to a book definition. Do you feel like maybe the way that you're seeing it actually resonates more than if you were to read it from the book? And why or why not? I hope this helps. Please understand that all tarot readers do have to use their intuition because there are multiple meanings for every card. And you have to use your intuition to figure out which meaning is fitting each situation, each reading.